I'm live. Whenever you are wanting to start, Vinay, you tell me, we'll start, okay?
Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to the Vaishnava Sangha call. Today we are very fortunate to have our Kalasudha Mataji to enlighten us on topic Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3. We are going to start today. Chapter 3, verse 192. Hare Krishna, Kalasudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Vinaya.
The recording Hare Krishna, Kalasudha Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisance. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Thank you so much, Mataji, for your valuable time and association. Please take over the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Vinaya. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir-bhavati naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Nama Pankajanabhaya Namah Pankajamaline Namah Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangre Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 3, entitled Karma Yoga, text 1. Arjuna Vacha Jayasi Chet Karmanaste Mata Buddhir Janardana Tatkim Karmani Ghore Mam Niyojayasi Keshava. Arjuna said, O Janardhan, O Keshava, why do you urge me to engage in this ghastly warfare if you think that intelligence is better than fruitive work? Text 2. Vyamishreneva vakyena buddhim mohayasiva me tad ekam vada nishchitya yena shreyo aham apnuyam. My intelligence is bewildered by your equivocal instructions. Therefore, please tell me decisively what is most beneficial for me. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namine Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine Namacharya Padaya Nitaya Kripa Pradayani Goraka Sadhamadaya Nagara Kramatarine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunivadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasti Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangurlangayate girim yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurun Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tatsat. So here, chapter 3, we are starting Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 3, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and all of you assembled devotees. We welcome all the online viewers. Thank you for joining in. I see my dearest Indu is there, Vinaya. Welcome, my dearest Vinaya. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining in. And so this chapter 3 is a very interesting chapter. It's entitled Karma Yoga. So in the Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 2, specifically text number 49, actually Krishna, he's saying that keep all abominable activities far distant by devotional service. And in that particular verse, Krishna uses the word Buddhi Yoga, you know. So you'll see that many times Srila Prabhupada, he translates Buddhi Yoga to be Bhakti Yoga, to be devotional service. Because, for the simple fact that Srila Prabhupada is very clear in his understanding, and the way he wants us to understand it is that Prabhupada is saying that Buddhi Yoga means utilizing our intelligence in performing yoga. So the highest form of intelligence we are utilizing when we are engaging ourselves in Bhakti Yoga, in devotional service. That is why Srila Prabhupada often, most of the time, 99.99% of the time, Srila Prabhupada actually translates Buddhi Yoga as devotional service. So that this particular instruction which Krishna gave in the Bhagavad Gita 2nd chapter 49th verse, that keep all abominable activities far distant by discharge of devotional service, by discharge of Buddhi Yoga, but this instruction has somehow confused Arjuna. And we will understand why it has confused Arjuna in a little bit, that, why he's actually confused. We'll understand that Buddhi Yoga, Srila Prabhupada explains, as I was saying, that is actually Bhakti Yoga. But Buddhi Yoga literally means the yoga of intelligence, right? That when we, if we are taking the meaning, the word to word translation of it would mean that Krishna is ordering to Arjuna that using the intelligence, by using your own intelligence, my dear Arjuna, stay away from abominable activities. So Krishna has even emphasized intelligence by using the word buddhi. Actually, he's used the word buddhi in, almost 10 times in the last, 33 verses of the 2nd chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. 10 times Krishna has used this word just to emphasize the importance of the word intelligence or buddhi, So Krishna is very, very, stern on, stressing to Arjuna that use your intelligence, my dear Arjuna, and don't, use your intelligence and stay away from all these kind of abominable activities. So Arjuna's confusion, that in Arjuna's mind, fighting would be an abominable activity, right? That it's ghastly, it's a warfare, and it's, a lot of bloodshed. So it is abominable, for Arjuna, from Arjuna's point of view. So Arjuna is right now thinking that we can easily imagine the kind of mindset that Arjuna is coming from, that Arjuna is thinking that he should actually, that means Krishna is telling him to renounce fighting, right? That stay away from abominable activities. That's, that means, should Arjuna really be renouncing to fight? Or keep the abominable activity of killing his kinsmen, killing his all relatives and everything. Keep it away. Don't engage in all that by engaging in buddhi yoga. you know then Arjuna is thinking that, then why is Krishna asking me to still fight? Here's the confusion of Arjuna, that, Krishna is time and again saying that, engage yourself in buddhi yoga, and don't engage in any abominable activities. But he's still telling me to fight. So any normal person would, conclude the way Arjuna is concluding, that, warfare is abominable. Engaging in a battle, that is abominable activity. That is a ghastly thing to do. So why is Krishna saying that I should still fight? So that is why Arjuna is actually confused by the equivocal instructions that, Krishna is giving to Arjuna, apparently seeming. Right now, let's use the word apparently speaking, that it is seeming very, very confusing, and it is seeming that Krishna is being equivocal about his instructions to Arjuna. But is it really? That's what we're going to find out in this third chapter. Then, what does really Krishna mean when he is saying abominable activities? What does Krishna actually mean by that? That Krishna is very clearly explaining in this particular third chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. So, this first verse of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, third chapter, first verse, is very beautiful. Here, Krishna is addressed by Arjuna by using two different words. He's using two different names of Krishna, and very significantly, he's first addressing Krishna as Janardana. He's saying, there's a very specific purpose why Krishna is being addressed as Janardana here by Arjuna. Krishna Chaitanya, excuse me. Krishna Chaitanya, excuse me. So, the reason why Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Janardhan, Jana Ardhana. Jana means people of the, mankind, or of, human beings, Jana. And Ardhana means to maintain, the protector of mankind, the protector of all human beings, Jana Ardhana. So Arjuna is calling Krishna as Janardana, that, my dear Krishna, you are the maintainer of mankind. You are the one who takes care of mankind. You are Janardana. Then why are you telling me to fight? Why are you telling me to go and kill everybody? Why? So that is what Krishna is getting addressed here as, that very specifically, Arjuna, very as we always know, that each of Krishna's name has a very special quality, has a very special, purpose behind it, a very specific pastime that is related to that every particular name of Krishna. So here, when Krishna is being addressed by his dear friend Arjuna as Janardana, Arjuna has a very specific thing in mind. Not that he's just saying Janardana just for the sake of saying. No, he's saying Janardana for this very specific purpose. That Krishna, you are the maintainer of mankind. You are the one who takes care of mankind. And then how are you telling me to fight and engage in this ghastly warfare? Don't tell me to fight and kill these men, my dear Krishna. You are Janardana. Please allow me to follow in your footsteps. Let me also take care of this mankind and not kill them. I don't want to do this fighting. So that is why Krishna is being addressed as Janardana in this, particular verse. And he is also getting addressed by one more name, which is Keshava. So first, before we understand the meaning of the word Keshava, let's try to read the translation in wholesome. Arjuna said, O Janardana, O Keshava, why do you urge me to engage in this ghastly warfare if you think that intelligence is better than fruitive work? Arjuna has understood Now at this point Arjuna has understood that yes, he has to get above the karma level, the level of karma, about above fruitive, that not desiring any kind of fruits, just engage in your own actions and give the fruits to the supreme personality of Godhead. So Arjuna's understood that part. So but then Arjuna is saying that if you're saying that intelligence is higher than karma yoga, but then fruitive work, intelligence is better, then why are you asking me to get get into this warfare? Why are you doing this? You're telling me to participate in buddhi yoga, right? And so that I can stay away from abominable activities, and you're telling me to engage in this warfare. Contradictory statements, Krishna. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you giving me contradictory instructions? You're confusing me, my dear Krishna. And he's addressing Krishna here also as Keshava. Keshava has two meanings. The context that Krishna is using this, Arjuna is using this word Keshava here in this particular verse is that Krishna killed the demon named Keshi. We all know about the Keshi demon, the horse demon, who had come to Vrindavan. Very, very beautiful pastime that is. That, we all know that every single day, in fact, every single Kala, like Kala means at different times of the day. One demon in the morning, one demon in the afternoon, one demon in the early evening, one demon in the late evening, one demon at night. Kamsa would keep sending these different demons to come and take care of Krishna. Come and take care means kill Krishna. In his illusion, he wanted to kill Krishna. So Kamsa would keep sending these demons, and Srila Prabhupada actually writes in the Krishna book, and it's there in the Srimad Bhagavatam, that all of the demons that Kamsa sent to Krishna, to kill Krishna, not all of them have been mentioned, because then the Srimad Bhagavatam would not be getting over in the 7 days time limit that was there with Parikshit Maharaj. Shukdev Goswami would not be able to complete. That's why all the demons are not being named, and only the powerful ones, the most how should I say, not the dangerous ones, but just some of the famous ones have been quoted here. So Keshi was one such demon. He was a horse demon who was being sent by Kamsa. And the prelude to that particular pastime is that one day Krishna was about to go into the forest and to graze on his cows and to go and play with his cowherd boyfriends. So then Balaram comes to Krishna and said, my dear Kanha, I have one desire, one small desire I have. So Kanha said, Dauji, you have a desire. Please tell me, what is your desire? He said, my desire is that I wish to be you for one day. Krishna said, oh, weird desire, but yeah, sure. I mean, you are my very, very dear brother, and I love you, to the end of this world. I just love you so much. So whatever you want, okay, you can be me for one day, no problem. So then Dauji Maharaj said, okay, so to be you, what do I need to do? So then Kanha said, very simple to be me. All you need to do is that I'm going to give you my flute, and I'm going to give you my peacock feather. And instead of your blue dhoti, you just need to wear on my, yellow pitambari. That's all. Just wear my yellow dhoti and take my flute and wear my peacock feather. That's it. You're me. Go. So Dauji said, oh, really, Kana? I would love to be you for one day. Please, please let me do this. So then Krishna said, of course. Go and, enjoy being me. So here, take my peacock feather. Wait. Before the peacock feather, wait. First, let's do the dhoti exchange. You give me your blue dhoti and you wear my yellow dhoti. So they exchanged their dhotis. Then Krishna said, give me your plow and give me your gada. Give me both of these. And you take my flute. So take it with you. And then the final thing is that Krishna said that, okay, now you've got this feather, which is, the white feather you have. You give me that and you take my peacock feather. And then Krishna, tied Balaram's hair in a beautiful top knot, and then, tucked the peacock feather in Balaram's hair. And Balaram was so happy. He was wearing the yellow dhoti. He had the flute in his hands, and he was wearing the peacock feather. And Krishna showed him the mirror, said, "Look, thou, look, how are you looking?" And Balaram said, "Oh, I look just like you, Kanha. I'm looking just like you." And then Krishna said, "Okay, you are looking just like me. Now you go to the forest and enjoy being me. Go, take care. And I'll take rest today." Balaram, he started galloping away. He was so happy that, oh, finally today I'm going to be Krishna for one day. So then Balaram, he then came into the forest, and he was sitting under a beautiful kadamba tree, and nicely on the banks of the Jamuna he sat, and he started closing his eyes. He remembered Krishna, and as soon as Balaram, out of his pure love, he remembered Krishna, the mood of Krishna manifested in Lord Balaram. And then he immediately closed his eyes and he started playing on his flute. And nicely Balaram was playing and enjoying the flute. He was very, very peaceful, and he was feeling very happy, Lord Balaram. Then in the meantime, what happened? In Mathura, King Kamsa, he summoned his great friend, the Keshi demon, who was a horse demon. And the horse demon came, and he was summoned by Kamsa. He said, "My dear Keshi, I have a big, big, big task for you." So Keshi said, "Yes, my dear friend, tell me, what can I do for you? I'm here. What do you want?" So then Kamsa said, "I have this enemy, this very, very bad enemy of mine. All of my resources are gone in taking care of this one enemy of mine, but nobody's able to take care of him. But please, that's why I've called you." Then Keshi Demon started laughing. "Ha ha 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 ha, don't worry, don't worry. You tell me, what is your problem?" So then Kamsa said, "Okay, I have this little boy. He's around 5-6 year old right now, and he is in Vrindavan, and he's destined to kill me. He's going to be my Kal. He's going to be the reason for my death. So please go and take care of him. Just go kill him." So then Keshi said, 5-6 year old boy, this is a shame that I have to go and kill a 5-6 year old boy. And then Kamsa said, "Don't underestimate him. He's killed all these, powerful, Putana, Trinavarta, Shakatasura. All of these demons are killed by this little boy. And when he was even 6 days old, he killed Putana, do you know? So don't underestimate him." Okay, she said, okay. So how will I recognize him? Where in Vrindavan will he be? And how will I recognize him? So then Kamsa said, "Oh, there's very, very easy symptoms to recognize this boy. He has 3 distinguishing characteristics, features that are there with him. One is that he wears yellow dhoti. Second is that he always plays on his flute. He's always carrying a flute with him. He's playing on his flute. And third thing is that in his hair there is a peacock feather. These 3 symptoms is Krishna. Anyone who is wearing these 3, that is Krishna." Okay, Shri said, "Don't worry, Kamsa. You just sit here, relax, enjoy your lunch, and by the time you finish your lunch, take a nap. Right after you wake up, you'll hear the good news that Krishna is no more. I'll come back and give you the good news. So take your lunch, go to, take a good nap. I'll come back and give you the good news." So then Keshi demon started galloping away into Vrindavan. He came and entered Vrindavan, and he was starting neighing. He was neighing, and he was looking for Krishna. Where is this Krishna? 3 symptoms. And he was scanning all the boys of Vrindavan. He was scanning them. Okay, does this boy have? No, this boy is wearing pink dhoti. Okay, no, this boy is not Krishna. The next boy came, is wearing a blue dhoti. No, this is not Krishna. Next boy came, different color. No, this is not Krishna. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? He started looking all over Vrindavan. Where is Krishna? And then finally came on the banks of the Jamuna, and he came under this Kadamba tree, and he saw from behind that he heard the beautiful sound of the flute. The mesmerizing sound of the flute was, attracted the ears of Keshi. I said, the sound of the flute, the second symptom. who is this person who's playing the flute? Let me see if the other two things also match. So Keshi, from a distance, he saw that, okay, that boy, he is looking on the other side. Okay, he has his back to me. Let me see, what color dhoti is he wearing? Oh, he's wearing a yellow color dhoti. Okay, first signal gone. Correct. It is matching. Second, yes, he's playing the flute. He is only playing the flute. So that is also correct. Let me see if he has a peacock feather on his head. He comes closer and he says, yes, 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 this is Krishna. This is Krishna. And then Keshi demon comes from behind and he just gives a big kick to, actually, who was Lord Balaram? He was Balaram. And Balaram was, with his eyes closed, he was just playing the flute. And, Keshi came and just kicked him from behind. And Balaram just flew up in the air. Because Balaram was not even expecting it. He was just so happy being Krishna for a day. And then Balaram flew up, and then, Keshi's one kick was a huge thing, and Balaram started soaring up, 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 up. It was like a huge roller coaster ride for Balaram. And he went all the way up. And by the time he was coming down, Keshi said, let me go and nibble on some grass. I'm really tired after this giant, massive kick that I gave to this Krishna. And by the time he lands, he'll be dead. He'll be gone. So let me now relish the juicy grass of Vrindavan. This grass looks so juicy, so delicious. I am hungry. Let me start nibbling on this grass. So Keshi was starting to, eat the grass of Vrindavan. And Balaram, he was, going up, going up, going up. Then he started landing down, and he landed with a huge thud. And he hurt his back. Poor Balaram, he hurt his back. And he came limping towards Krishna. He came back to Nandagaon and he said, my dear Kanha, Kanha, you come out. And then Krishna came running to Dao. He said, what happened, Daoji Maharaj? What happened to you? And then Balaram said, here you go, Kanha. Here's your peacock feather. Here's your flute. Here's your dhoti. I don't want any of this. I don't want to be you. You go and take care. I was happily playing this flute and look what happened to me. And then Krishna said, what happened to you, thou? What happened to you? He said, oh, from behind, this someone came and kicked me. And I'm really upset. I'm really hurt. I will never want to be you again in my entire life. I can never want to be you. So here, you take all your things and you be satisfied being you. I'll be me. I'll be Balaram. You be Krishna. Go. Take all this and go. And then Mother Rohini just took Balaram in, gave him little, makhan mishri and butter and, nice sweet meats. And then Balaram felt very nice and, pampered and taken care of. So then Krishna said, so who did flung out my dear brother Balaram? So Krishna, he just tied his dhoti nicely. He tucked his flute inside his waist, inside halfway through the dhoti on his waist. And then he just tied his sash of, little cloth turban, and then he put his peacock feather and he just came Krishna just came running into the forest of Vrindavan, and he saw that this Keshi demon was nicely nibbling on the juicy grass of Vrindavan. And Krishna was so angry that how dare this Keshi demon would come and, hurt my dearly beloved brother Balaram. How could he do this? So Krishna then came, and then, he was so angry. Krishna was so very angry. He just, he just made his fist like this, and he just opened the mouth of Keshi, and then he just punched the mouth of Keshi. And it is said that Krishna was so angry at that horse demon, Krishna's punch and his hand had become like iron hot. It was like fire. So when Keshi, he had his mouth open because he was having all this juicy grass of Vrindavan, the nectarian grass of Vrindavan he was nibbling on. And so his mouth was open and Krishna just inserted his hand, his iron rod hand. Krishna just inserted, and this Keshi demon just burnt right then and there, and he just left his body right then. So Krishna, from that day on, by this pastime, he came to be known as Keshava, the killer of the Keshi demon. That is why Krishna got this name Keshava, that one who is the killer of the demon named Keshi. So Kesh Ava, yeah. So that's why he got this name. So Arjuna, here in this particular context, he is calling Krishna as Keshava. He's saying that, my dear Krishna, you also killed. I mean, although you are Janardana, that you are the maintainer of mankind, but when it comes to saving mankind, you can kill some demons also. But they are demons, my dear Krishna. They were demons. This Keshi was a demon who you killed. And who are you asking me to kill? You're asking me to kill my own relatives, my dear Krishna. When it was your turn to kill people, for the betterment of society, you were killing demons. But here you're asking me to kill my own relatives, Krishna, not fair. How can you ask me to kill my own relatives? This was the logic and argument that Arjuna was giving it through this. Just by saying this one word, Keshava, Arjuna was putting forth so many of these arguments towards Krishna. That, my dear Krishna, how can you do this? How can you ask me to go around killing my own relatives when you killed only demons? So like this, Arjuna was giving his, side and logic and arguments of why he should not be fighting, and he was putting forth his confusion rather. Not that he was saying that no, I don't want to fight anymore. Arjuna at this time, he was not saying that, he was not being attached to not fighting, but at this point, Arjuna's mind frame was that he was just confused. He was extremely confused that, Krishna, you're saying, what should I be doing? You're saying that I should use my intelligence and not engage in any abominable activities, but you're still asking me to fight. How is this possible? Yeah. So this is the confusion that Arjuna is putting forth towards Krishna. So as I said, there's one more meaning of the name Keshava. At one time, Srimati Radharani, she was sitting at a place in Govardhan which is called as Kusum Sarovar. And Kusum Sarovar, this particular Sarovar means a water body, a little lake. So Kusum Sarovar means this lake is always full with beautiful, beautiful kusum, means flowers. So the most exotic kind of flowers are found in this particular place in Govardhan, which is called as Kusum Sarovar. So all the Sakhis come to collect these as exotic flowers so that they can go and decorate Srimati Radharani's hair very beautifully. The very, very beautiful, tiny, tiny flowers, big, big flowers. So many different kinds of exotic varieties of flowers are found in this particular place of Kusum Sarovar. So Srimati Radharani, she actually had her hair open, her kesh, which is her hair, it was open, and one of the Sakhis was, combing her beautiful, silky black, soft tissue-like hair. One of the Sakhis was combing her beautiful hair, and all the other Sakhis, they were making different flower ornaments to decorate Srimati Radharani's hair. And at that very moment, Krishna walked in from behind. And Krishna took that comb from that Sakhi and moved that Sakhi, and he himself started caressing and combing the hair of Srimati Radharani, the kesh of Srimati Radharani. And Srimati Radharani was looking into a mirror, and then Srimati Radharani never looks at herself, when she's looking into the mirror. So as soon as Krishna came, Srimati Radharani, she just put her eyes down because she could see Krishna's reflection behind her. So Srimati Radharani became immediately very shy, and she could immediately understand that Krishna has come just by his touch. By the touch of Krishna, she could immediately realize that Krishna is here. And this pastime that Krishna is combing Srimati Radharani's kesha, her hair, and Srimati Radharani is looking into the mirror, but she's seeing the reflection of Krishna. that she's not seeing herself, but she's seeing Krishna, that this vision at Kusum Sarovar is the reason why Krishna is called as Keshava, because he is the most expert handler of Srimati Radharani's hair. The most beautiful decorator of Srimati Radharani's hair is Krishna. That is why he is called as Keshava. So this is the two meanings of the name Keshava that Krishna has. So in the second verse of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita that we read, that Arjuna is saying to Krishna that my intelligence is bewildered by your equivocal instructions. Therefore, please tell me decisively that what is most beneficial to me. You see, here also Arjuna, he is not saying that anymore that I won't fight. Arjuna is never saying this. After Arjuna surrendered in the second chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, in text 9, I think 9, when he says Karpanya dosha pahata swabhava, by that verse, Shishyasteham sadhimam tvam prapannam, that my dear Krishna, I surrender to you. That now my intelligence is clogged by my own confusing arguments that I was putting forward to you. So therefore I'm completely confused, O Krishna. So please now you tell me. I am a soul surrendered unto you. I choose to become your disciple. So please instruct me, my dear Krishna. So from this point onwards in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna has never even once said that he wants to not fight. Arjuna never said that. But he is definitely saying this, that he's confused. So just like a disciple, how we, saw that the disciple can ask questions to the spiritual master. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. But that prashna should be in the mood of service. And he should render service to the guru. So although Arjuna is asking questions, but he's not asking questions in a challenging way to Krishna. He's asking questions in a very submissive way, that he really wants to understand in reality, because he's genuinely having these doubts, these confusions, and he wants to clear this confusion so that he can, accept the instructions of Krishna and act according to the instructions and desire of Krishna. So that being the ultimate objective, till that is really convincing for Arjuna, Arjuna is asking these questions very submissively to Krishna. So therefore Krishna is being asked here by Arjuna that, my dear Krishna, that, your equivocal statements are confusing me, my dear Krishna. Please. Arjuna is saying that, please, my dear Krishna, please tell me, what should I really be doing? How do you want me to act? Tell me that without confusing me. So from here onwards, Krishna is starting to give very, very clear and direct instructions. So that Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Kalasudha Mataji,
Hare Bol.
for the beautiful class, Mataji. Very nice pastime of KCD and also the pastime why Krishna is called as KCD, the two reasons that you have given that. I'm sorry. That one also was so beautiful, Mataji. Thank you so much. Very, very
Thank you. Thank you, Vinaya. Thank you, Vrinda. Thank you. Does anyone else have any questions?
Okay. Thank you, Mataji. If nobody has any question, we would like to end the call here. The offering obeisance to Mataji and all the recorded. Vancha kalpatarobhyasya kripa sindhu eva cha pattanam pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha ananta koti Vaishnavevrinda jai. Har Grace Saroja Kalasudha Mataji ki jai.
Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Vrinda ki
Thank you, Mataji, for such a beautiful class.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.